Hello, Mighty Warrior CrossFit. CrossFit. Try this again. Say hi, guys. We're post WOD for Nolan. He just tackled 17.2, almost made it through a complete round. Got about 3 muscle ups short. Okay. Want to get you guys up to speed on some open prep and get you filled in on what to do, how to warm up for the 2017 17.2 open WOD. So first of all, the open WOD is a mixture of walking lunges with dumbbells in the front rack, stacked however you want. Also there are toes to bar or knees to chest, and then for our 55 plus scaled crowd, there are sit-ups. So then the other movement would be muscle ups for our RXers, pull-ups for our scaled guys and gals, and then 55 plus scaled, I believe, is jumping pull-ups. So pretty good little workout for you here. We'll have the floor set up to work back and forth. Every 5 feet is a rep in your walking lunge. So when you get here, just kind of check that out and make yourself familiar with the way that the gym is laid out for this workout. Warm up, pretty simple warm up. We want to kind of get going again. As far as the movement goes, walking lunges, we want to take a look at our hips. If you've got tight hips, you might want to do something extra as far as loosening up your hips, whether that's leg swings, lizard stretch, pigeon stretch, box hip stretch, foam rolling, getting a lacrosse ball in the glutes and the hips. That will help you if your hips are tight when you're lunging. We want to do some arch hollow work. We're going to get into that into a second to help out those toes to bar and muscle ups or pull ups, because there's a lot of kipping going on today. And so let's jump right into warm up. What I would recommend for the warm up, we're going to have this on the whiteboard when you get here. Again, whatever time your heat is, please be ready to go at that time so that we can get everybody going. Should be a little bit easier this week because the workout is only 12 minutes instead of 20. So we'll have kind of an 8-minute buffer there to make sure that we stay on time and get going. We want to start out with some walking lunges just to get that body used to that range of motion. So we're going to do 20 walking lunges. That'll go right into 15 alternating single arm kettlebell deadlift. So you're going to hold on to a kettlebell in one arm and just simply do a deadlift. We're going to alternate back and forth for 15 reps, and then you're going to do 10 sit-ups. We want to go through that slow and steady for about 3 times. So straight out of the cold, that's what we want you doing to get the body warmed up, get the blood flowing, and get you going. We want to then kind of do a little bit of gymnastics work. We want you to practice your snap to arch and snap to hollow. That would mean you're laying flat on the ground and giving yourself a 3-2-1 go count. And as soon as that go hits, you're going to go from just laying into an arch position or into a hollow. So we want to do 5 snap to arch, 5 snap to hollow. We want to do that twice, right? So really get those arch hollow movements warmed up, ready to go. Then we're going to jump right into our pacing practice. Again, like every good workout, you know, there should be some pace to it. In your pacing today, we're going to use the kettlebells because we only have so many dumbbells to keep in the WOD. We're going to use the kettlebells, which are a little bit heavier, so that'll make it easier when you get to the dumbbell. We want to practice getting those 2 kettlebells in the front rack or rested on your shoulder somehow and doing some lunge steps. You want to kind of get a pace. Generally, if you're around 6 foot, it's about 8 steps forward. If you're around 5 foot, it's about 12 steps forward. So kind of figure it out in between somewhere. You want to practice lunging back and forth 25 feet to kind of get an idea of what that feels like and how fast you should be moving while you're lunging. You want to do a couple toes to bar. We don't want to do enough to get fatigued, but we definitely want to get warmed up. And we want to kind of start to be thinking about how we want to break this one up. So Nolan just went. The first thing he's mentioned when he was done was his grip. His forearms are smoked. So this is going to be a grip monster here. So we want to make sure that we're breaking the reps up. Even if we feel like we can do more, it doesn't matter. We want to come off that bar because we're giving our forearms and our grip strength a break even though we could do more maybe toes to bar. So be thinking about how you want to break that up. The toes to bar is set up in sets of 16. You can do a set of 6 right out of the gate, and then 2 sets of 5. That seems to be a good game plan. If you're really good at toes to bar, then maybe you can do like a set of 10 and a set of 6. So something to think about there, how you want to break those up. The next thing you want to practice is your muscle ups. If you've got bar muscle ups, then you really want to be working on a huge arch and hollow. You want to be working on dropping out of the first muscle up into the second one and getting back into that good arch position so you can continue to string those together. As far as pull-ups go, arch and hollow, again, practice those. Do a couple, figure out how you kind of want to break those up again. Grip monster here, so even though you feel like you might be able to do 10 pull-ups in a row, you might only want to do 5 to kind of save your forearms. So you want to go through all those movements kind of twice and kind of set up a little mini workout to push yourself. You want to, when you're doing your pacing practice, well, this first round should be quick. You should be pushing yourself like it's a workout, like it's a sprint. You want to get your heart rate spiked. You want to get your body working and thinking that you're starting a WOD. Then what you want to do is kind of take a second when you're done and let your heart rate come back down to earth. I usually like to take that time to stretch. Specifically, my hips are always tight, so I like to do the lizard stretch or the pigeon stretch to get myself warmed up. Groin usually is tight, and then a walking lunge like this, that'll cause your knees to dive in. So we want, for me, I'll be doing a lot of split stretches, right? So wherever you're tight, stretch that out. And if you're not really sure what stretches to attack, come find Laura or Caleb or myself. Alan, Stacy, Nick, and Eric will all be here tonight. Come find one of us, we can definitely help you out. Best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll see you for Friday Night Lights.